There's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel, Car Stream, and unfortunately today, Game 2 of the series, the Mets lose. That's the good news. The Mets lose again. How many have they lost in a row? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. 8 games in a row. The Mets are begging the Giants to take over the wild card spot, and we were actually tied, technically, waiting on the outcome of today's game, and the outcome was a crazy game. 13-7, the Giants lose. It was supposed to be a Kershaw versus Webb matchup, a pitcher's duel. The stadium was packed to see these two giants. We have a future Giants. I say Giants. Kershaw ain't no giant. You know what I mean? Giant superstars is what I should say. Yeah, Clayton Kershaw, future Hall of Famer, against current All-Star Logan Webb. They both combine to go about 7 innings and give up about 10 runs. Driving around with all the green. We need this tomorrow. What's up, Logan M? Driving around with the green papers. No more document. The documenters are coming, and they're coming hard in the off season. I'm going to come so hard with the documentaries and the countdowns, you're not going to know what hit you. Thank you, Rangers. Rangers taking care of business against the Mets. Giants couldn't do it here. What's up, David Ray? And that's all that is, Ray. That's all that is, Ray. I'm usually here for the Giants post. Usually here, not here for the Giants post. Going to play the D-backs, but I'll be for a short time. Thank you so much for your support. So, yeah, Giants. Look, did we think they were going to? Did you think the Giants were going to sweep the Dodgers? Did you think that was going to happen? No chance. No chance. Zero chance. So basically, I had to write some notes because so much happened in this game. There's no way I was going to remember it all. The Dodgers did jump out in front. Ohtani got the base hit. Betts grounded out, advanced into second, and then that was that base hit from Freddie Freeman. 1-0 Dodgers. A little concerning. No big deal. Giants were going to come back, and they did. Ramos base hit, Devers with the walk, Adames base hit, Chappie base hit, Smitty with the walk. Before you know it, it's 2-1, and then Encarnacion grounds out, bringing another runner. It's 3-1, and then it's Luis Matos with the base hit, make it 4-1. Unfortunately, that didn't last. Ohtani goes deep, 4-2. Teoscar Hernandez RBI double, 4-3, and then in the 5th inning, that's when the bottom fell out. Webb couldn't throw a strike. He walked a couple guys, gave him a hit to Freeman. So we moved to Buteau. Buteau today gives up 3 runs in a couple of innings. He gives up a sac fly to Conforto, brought in a run. He gave up a double to the catcher. They get it 8-4. Forgot his name. Then another hit, making it 9-4. 5th inning, Giants were able to get a run. Chappie doubled, Encarnacion doubled, but the Dodgers continued to extend the lead off of the bullpen today. The only guy who pitched really well, I think, was who was it? Beck. Beck pitched pretty well today. Other than that, Gage struggled. I mean, Gage hit Muncy in the head, and that was a very scary moment. Nobody wants to see that. So luckily he was okay. And but then he was a little shaken up and walked a guy, gave up some runs. And I don't know, what can you say? Giants did score a couple more, but at the end of the day, 13-7 in the 9th inning. Wynn came in, gave up a hit to Ohtani and a double to Freeman, another run. Final score is 13-7. F. Conforto. Where was Lee? Where is Lee? Getting a day off today. Kaiser Soze. Let's dump Melvin and Burl with mustard and relish. Fins up. Sorry I missed so much. Been a terrible month for me and the fam. Sorry to hear that. But glad we are in it for the playoffs still. Just wanted to say, keep grinding. Go Giants. Fins up 24/7. Fins up 24/7. Thank you so much. And no, I was told it's over. And before we went live here, I'm reading the comments. Giants are a half game out of the wild card with several games left to play, not just one or two. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's over. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought it was over too. Clearly, that was when the Giants couldn't win a freaking game. That was when the Giants lose every single game at home. They looked terrible. There was no sign they were going to suddenly start winning. So my bad on that. And I was wrong to give up on the team when I think we were all ready to give up. Not all of us, but most of us. Man, don't say no to stupid ass stuff. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are we talking about up in here? We were tied, I think. Did we actually ever take it? I think we were tied. Drop back 1.5, just win tomorrow, and I'm satisfied. M. Nagel, aka Logan. But the bullpen exploded today. Corona, and the video is sponsored by Corona Accounting Solutions. If you need help with your finances in any way, shape, form, or otherwise, check them out at coronapdx.com. And I'm talking about like local. Okay. These guys know their stuff. Jason Corona knows what's up. When it comes to money and when it comes to the Giants. The bullpen, other than Beck, and I like these guys, but you know what? We're missing some key ingredients. Let me think. Oh, yeah, we traded away Tyler Rogers. I'm not saying that we would have won the game if we had Tyler Rogers, or we would have won the game if we had Doval, but who's to say that we wouldn't have? Who's to say what would have happened? Who knows? Webb gave up 6 runs, though, today. The Giants did score 7, so if the bullpen was perfect, hey, we had no fire in the dugout. Trade line ended, bub. Tommy Hugsley. The A's are beating the Reds again. Very nice. Very nice. Look, I mean, we move on to the next day. Giants have we've climbed the mountain. I told you we were almost at the top of Mount Everest. We slipped and we fell all the way down. We're halfway down now. Okay, we went all the way down, and then we had to start climbing again. And I'm like, there's no way we're going to get all the way back to the top. We're pretty much back to the summit. We're all the way up to the summit. All we got to do is climb a few more feet, and we'll be there. The Mets are. It's between the Giants and the Reds. I don't care what the odds say. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could be wrong. But if I was to guess between those 3 teams right now, I would say, I think even if I wasn't a Giants fan, I would say Giants favorites, then Reds, then Mets. Why? Because, well, right now the Giants have a slightly better record than the Reds. So I give them a little bit of favorable, I'll give them the edge because they have the slightly better record. We'll see what happens tonight with that Reds game. But also the Mets are falling apart. Kevin thinks they're done. Webb is washed. Wait. Webb is washed?
What did you say?
Washed is Webb. Webb is washed is Webb. Webb lost his edge. He did not have his good stuff today. He didn't have a great day. It happens. He's facing an unbelievable lineup. What's on deck for tomorrow? Honestly, I forgot who's pitching tomorrow. But it's somebody good. Oh, it's Glasnow. It's Glasnow against Ray. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Ray, but I know it's Glasnow. I assume it's Ray. Who am I texting? What the fuck? Do I look like I'm texting right now? I got family that text me. Typically it's family members. I don't have a lot of friends, guys. You guys are my only friends. I mean, I may have a couple here and there, but it's what it is, guys. It's what it is. Tommy Hugsley's here, Wolf 3100. They've won the first game and lost the rest in every Dodgers series this year. Tomorrow's a big game. Tomorrow's a big freaking game. But is there, look, you could sit here and say Giants aren't going to win every game the rest of the year. And the Mets are, and the Reds are. This is anybody's freaking season right now. The Diamondbacks got a shot right now. The Mets have given us all a shot. It was over. The Mets had it. The Mets had it on lock. The Mets had it on lock and key. All they had to do was play average, and they were in. And I promise I'm not making that mistake again. It's not so much just that I thought the Giants were done. I was like, dude, I did think the Giants were playing terrible. I thought they'd play better, but it was also that the Mets were in. Like, well, I should have known. We're talking about the Mets. And the Mets are going to Met, everyone. The Mets are going to Met. And they Metted. And they continue to Met. And I just am curious what Mets fans are going through right now. Because it's worse than what we went through during that stretch where the Giants couldn't win at home, because at least the Giants we were not entrenched in a playoff spot. We were fighting for a playoff spot and then went on that horrible stretch. Now, we weren't entrenched in a playoff spot very early in the year, but by the time we started playing really bad, Giants had already kind of come down to earth. And then we went on that horrible stretch, and it was like, okay, this season's over. Mets, on the other hand, they were in. What are the odds we sweep the Cards and Rocks to end the season? We couldn't even win. We only won 1 out of 3 in St. Louis. Giants have never swept. Every time we play the Rockies or the White Sox at home, we don't sweep. We can't seem to sweep those terrible teams. I would not bet on that, Logan M. I would say the odds are very, very low. 65%. I wouldn't say that. I'd say about 20%. That's just being honest. That doesn't mean I think Giants aren't going to make, because I don't think Mets are sweeping anyone either. I don't think Reds are sweeping too many teams. The Mets finished the season with the Marlins. Who's on the Marlins? I might need it at some point in my life. Tommy Hugsley, Enrique Zamora. They took out no bases loaded. That lead to the Dodgers scoring runs should have taken him out sooner. Yeah. So Webb today, 4 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs. Buteau, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs. Matt Gage, who's an awesome guy, but you could tell he felt horrible. He felt horrible when he hit Muncy in the head. Thankfully, Muncy's okay, but he pitched 1 1/3, gave up 3 runs, walked a bunch of guys. Beck is the only guy who pitched well, 2 scoreless innings. And Keaton Wynn pitched okay, but he gave up a run. So how good is that? 1 run in 1 inning. But yeah, it's what it is here. It's what it is. We sweep the Rockies. Did we sweep them at home? Maybe we did sweep them at home. And I totally, it's a long season, guys. I can't remember jack shite. I can't remember nothing. All I know is right now, the Giants have to win every game they can. And if they play well the rest of the way, they're going to have a legit shot to be in the playoffs, and it could be an orange October. What does that mean for me? It means I have to apologize for playing taps, because I was wrong if that happens. We still don't know. I hope I was wrong. Every time I play taps, I hope I'm wrong. So far, I haven't been, but this year, it looks like this might be the year. This might be the first year that I was wrong. And I invite it. I think we go 2 out of 3 with St. Louis and sweep the Rocks and make the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. The Cardinals are dangerous, though. And, I was told it was over in the chat. I was told it's over, season over. So that's mind-blowing to me that you would say season over a half game back. A half game back. Wow. But anyway, that's fine. If the Giants lose tomorrow and the Mets win, then, I'd say if you fall back to 3-4 games, I won't argue with anyone who wants to say it's done. We can't fall back. We have to keep going in this direction. We got to get to the top of the mountain, summit, and let's freaking go. And Giants scored 7 runs today. let's not forget the Giants scored 7 runs off a Dodger pitch. We scored runs off Kershaw. We scored runs off Kirby Yates. Supposed to be a good arm. We scored a run off Robletsky. We scored a couple. No, we scored a couple. Did we score a run? Maybe we did. No. Kopech actually got out of that jam, but he was all over the place. He was wild. We should have scored a run off him. But Giants scored some runs. Dom Smith is on the injured list. That is the bad news. But it came at a right time because, well, there's no right time, but I guess it came at an okay time because we were just getting Gerard Encarnacion back. And he had a big hit today with a nice double, a couple swings of the bat that brought in some runs. So, and a nice catch today in the outfield. He had a nice little running catch right against the net. That like casual little catch there, like nothing. That's great play right there from Encarnacion. Gerard is one of my favorites. I thought he was going to play a major role this year, but he's just kept getting hurt. So, they traded out hammies, I guess. Gerard had the bad hammy. He gave his bad hammy to Dom Smith, and Dom Smith gave the healthy hammy to Encarnacion. Stephen Kwan coming to the Giants. Oh, what's up, AMECO? What's up, Tommy Huxley? We got a $2 super chat. The bullpen was good. Now it's actually donkey crap. Talking about the bullpen.
Oh, no! We suck again!
But I do appreciate that super chat. You know what? I don't have a bad feeling. I don't have a great feeling. I think the Giants it's just nice to be back in the race. It's nice to be looking and seeing every day what's going on. Did the Giants win? Did the Giants, did the Mets win? Did the Mets lose? Did the Reds win? Did the Reds lose? Looking at the Diamondbacks, Cardinals, checking out the pennant race. It's cool to be in a not a pennant race, but a playoff race, a wild card race. So I like the fact that the Giants are back in it. Do I think they're going to be in the playoffs? I don't know. Odds are probably less than 50-50 still, just because there's so many teams competing for it. Mets, Giants, Reds, and then a long shot for the Diamondbacks and a very long shot for the Cardinals. But there's a lot of teams in the mix, and only one team can get in because the Padres and Cubs are already got it on lock. So I would say the odds are probably less than 50%, but that goes for every team. I think the odds are less than 50% for the Mets. If I was to put odds right now, I'm probably 20% for the Mets because they're the ones that are free falling. And they're free falling. We got Logan, and I would love to see Bryce get called up. If Bryce Eldridge gets called up this year, I will send out 10 gifted memberships and what can I do for y'all? What can I do? I will eat the spiciest food you could think of. And trust me, I don't do good with spicy food, so it will be an entertaining video. Not something that will kill me. Ray needs to go score. I will eat a Carolina Reaper if Bryce Eldridge gets called up this year. A Carolina, what is that? Find out what will kill me and then back it off a little. We don't want to do that. But I will do 10 gifted memberships as well. River Cats. Yeah, Bryce Eldridge went deep. He went deep. Again, Bryce Eldridge is a beast. I didn't see it, but I know he hit a home run today. Super hot pepper. Okay, that's what it is. I wouldn't recommend. Oh, well, he probably is not going to get called up. I'll be happy to eat it because he'll be called up. A bite. I'm not going to promise to eat the whole thing. Maybe we need to back it up a little bit. Can we get a pepper a little backed up a little bit? Let's back it up a little bit. And that way we can build up to the Carolina pepper depending on other things. But 10 gifties and a hot pepper and I'll eat a hot pepper, like a 7 out of 10 on the hot pepper scale. And trust me, like when I say I'm bad, I don't do good with spicy food. I'll eat something. Someone else will be like, bro, trust me, it's not spicy at all. And it's a little spicy. They're like, bro, it ain't spicy at all. Like nothing. I'm like, seriously, like nothing. Like, bro, bland, not spicy at all. Okay, cool. I'll eat it. Water, water, water. I'm like, bro, that was freaking spicy. They're like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, you're used to it because that was spicy. I can't do anything. I can't eat the least bit of spice, and I freaking can't do it. That's an interesting question, stupid dumbass child. But I might be in Las Vegas soon. I don't know for sure, but I was thinking about going to Dodger Stadium and then going over to the playoffs in Las Vegas, the AAA playoffs. What's up, Bob Granelli? Rivercats lost. Yeah, Rivercats they're in a playoff hunt themselves. They're in second place right now, and first place is the Tacoma Rainiers, but they're like 5-6 games up. I don't see the Rivercats. I don't even know if they can catch them. I think they can mathematically if they like win out and the Tacoma Rainiers practically lose out. That's what pretty much has to happen. So it would be unbelievable if the Rivercats got in and I could go check them out in Las Vegas for the PCL playoffs, because I try to go every year. But in an alternate reality, win to Las Vegas, won big and didn't do YouTube and lost everything. Wait, let me reread that. In an alternate reality, Eric, win to Las Vegas, won big and didn't do YouTube or lost everything. I have no idea. Is there something in misspelling in an alternate reality when Eric? Oh, in an alternate reality, Eric went to Las Vegas, won big, and didn't do YouTube and lost everything? Is that what you're saying? The thing about it is, I would never lose everything. I don't gamble like that. I rarely go to the casino. I do enjoy it. I do have fun, and that's what it should be: fun, entertainment. I go to the casino when I'm doing good with money, when I have excess money, when I have a few bucks to lose. That's when you go. You don't go when you're broke and you need to pay bills. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. So I don't go too much. Very, very rarely. Very, very rarely. And when I do, I take in like between 50, maybe $100, and play blackjack, or I play like 25-cent slots. Hit the wrong button. I knew it was bad to try to double my paycheck out of casino. People will go when they're broke and they need to pay bills. And I understand like you're desperate, but holy crap, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. I can tell you a better way. I can help you out. You can go to a thrift store or something, find something valuable and flip it on eBay. You're better off doing that as opposed to trying to go to the casino. You go on to 3, and I might go tomorrow to the River Cats game. They have one more homestand, and I'm going to hit a couple of them myself. And the River Cats have one more homestand. I don't remember who against. Is it the Aviators? I think it is the Las Vegas Aviators, interestingly enough. So they have one more homestand against the Aviators, who's the team that's going to be in the playoffs in Las Vegas. Like nobody cares about AAA, but no, I follow it. I follow all the minor leagues. Not all the minor leagues, but all the minor leagues that the Giants have teams in, like the Pacific Coast League, the Eastern League for AA. You got Single A, the California League. Those are the ones that I mostly keep an eye on. So yeah, I do enjoy following the minor leagues. Eric, what would the world look like if you never did YouTube? What do you think you would be doing instead? Doing what I was doing before eBay. I mean, YouTube. eBay. eBayer. And I also can work normal jobs, work at grocery stores, stock shelves. I did go to college. I do have a degree, but it doesn't help as much as you would think in the real world. Used to do eBay. Or, I'd find something. I've always tried since I'm 18. I was trying to find something on the internet to make money. Not because I'm like, I want money, 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 but just because I wanted to try to find a way to have an income without working for the man. Because the man sucks. You guys know. Eric, can you answer my question, please? What? Okay, thank you, AM Echo. We're going to roll out. We're coming up on 30 minutes. Stupid dumbass child had a question. Tell me, baby, who you got. Who's fighting? I don't even know who's fighting. Is it boxing? I don't even know who's fighting. I didn't know there was a big fight. So that answers that. I didn't know there was a fight. Player of the game today. It's not a Bible, it's just a notebook. Player of the game today. I ain't got a clue. Giants did score some runs today. We had some nice swings of the bat today. But did anyone really stand out? Matos had a nice hit. Encarnacion had a nice day. Chappie had a couple of big hits. Adames had a nice day. You know what? I'm going with the only pitcher who pitched well today. Tristan Beck, player of the game. Eric, when's the last time you cut your hair? I stopped cutting my hair in 2015. And I have not gone to a barber since. I've not cut it since. I just stopped. No, I didn't say it. I didn't plan it. I didn't say I'm going to grow my hair out. I'm going to stop. It was expensive. It cost money. I kept going to the barber. I was going like once a month and get my hair cut. And I said, what if I just stopped? Who's fighting? Eric, you still think you could fight, or would you run from a fight? And don't ask no stupid ass questions all the time. Every night with these stupid ass questions. Why would I get in a fight? Why would I fight unless I had to defend myself? I don't get in fights. I don't get in fights. I don't go to a baseball game and start fighting with someone. I don't drink. I don't get drunk, first of all. Mostly drunk people fight. Why would I fight? Only way I would fight is if someone attacked me and I had to defend myself, in which case I would just do the best I can. But other than that, I ain't fighting. I don't fight. I don't fight. Canelo versus Crawford. I got Crawford. I got Crawford. There's no need to fight. There's no need to fight. I can't remember the last time, since high school. Like high school, I used to get in fights because I didn't get in fights, but I would people try to mess with me, freaking bullies and stuff. Then we got a problem, I didn't play that, so we got in some heated moments, but they would usually back off when they see that I ain't playing. But that wasn't until like high school. Other than that, though, someone attacked you, would I run? If I could run, yeah, I'm running. And I can run. And I can run. I'm not in the best shape of my life right now, but I can run. Someone coming to me with a knife, you run. With a gun, you charge. With a knife, you run. With a gun, you charge. With a knife, you run. Have a wonderful day. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. run.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. It is out of the head. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. Gone. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a 2-run homer.
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over. We are screwed.
I'm baby. Enjoy this great game.